Hey folks, Queen Roadkill Candy here, and today we're doing another faux box opening. So basically it's HECATOMB. I got this for my birthday years and years ago. Basically I got it and a pack. I opened it. I don't remember at all what's inside, but I really wanted to show it to you, and it's still in its original box. So let's just see the inside. So I remember it comes with these like tokeny things, which are right here. It comes with a card. You basically like stamp them out. It looks like they're all ones, and it kind of feels more like a board game. Oh, there's some tens, so I guess there's some other numbers too. And honestly, if I was to play, I think I would just rather use dice. I can't remember the rules. So the rule book is right here. I need to look up how to play. But this is, there's elements and all that cool stuff in there. And you know what? Let's get into it. So first I want to point out that it is like a CCG, but they're not cards. They're hexagons. They are plastic, like the Radikai cards that we did in the last video. And they're pretty awesome. They're very Cthulhu, Lovecraftian, mythoverse. And so you're going to see this awesome kind of horror art. And then what I do remember, so you have a color down here, which I believe is their element, what they do, and then you got these numbers around it, and then that's its strength. So let's just go through this. So there's a fair amount to them. I'm pretty sure they're random. Most of the first decks of CCGs don't come with a set number. They just come with a playable deck, so maybe you get something good, maybe you get something bad. Maybe I have some amazing cards in here, or hexagons. Maybe I have some horrible ones. Kind of reminds me of those Yu-Gi-Oh! Hexagon game. I don't know if you saw my video on that. But, I'll tell you what. I'll put my collection video on those at the end of this video. So you can go and... oh, there is another token. See the video on that. So I know the colors and all that does something too, but I don't remember. I did play the game, like, once, and we weren't even sure if we had played the game right. So, we did something, and it's pretty cool. But if you look at the art, like, I probably wouldn't let a kid play this, just because it's a lot more horrifying than some of the other ones. It's just like, I don't know if I'd let my kids, like, I don't have kids, but if I had kids, I wouldn't let them play, like, spoils or different things like that, just because I understand a lot of the innuendos they're not going to understand yet, but that's going to be pretty awkward if they ask you about some of them. So, yeah, I know a lot of parents do let them, and you're there, you can explain it to them, that's all good on you, but I just wouldn't. Who knows, one day I'm sure they'll find all this stuff and be like, it's awesome, or what the is wrong with you? But I actually quite enjoy the art on these. They're a lot more morbid. I don't think I have anything in these ones like of anyone chewing on anything and blood going everywhere. I've seen some other ones of these. It's pretty cool. I think they only did one run. I'd have to double check on Board Game Geek. I am posting this there though. So I'm sure if you're watching it there, just go up to the other page and take a look, and information will be there. But I have to double check because I do not have my computer in front of me, because I am at the table looking over these cards, or hexagons. I'm just going to call them cards. It's the CCG. They made them into hexagons out of plastic, which is awesome. Like I said about the Radikai ones, I like the feel. These ones aren't as thick, though. These are a lot thinner. Like, these ones you could probably crumple up. And it's kind of feels like the stuff our money's made out of, if you're in Canada. There's other countries that also use plastic money. But, I don't know them all off the top of my head. So, Oh, yeah, see, there's a little blood there and different things like that. It's not huge, but oh, that's a really cool art on that one. But it's still something. It's really artistic, though, I find. I bet you some of the people that do the art for, like, Magic the Gathering cards probably did some of the art for these. They're pretty cool. Why don't you guys tell me what your favorite one is of the cards in here? And if you have played, that's disgusting. If you have played, what is your favorite? What kind of deck do you have? And what are your strategies for playing? You know, do you have friends you play this with? Did your card shop play these? I got these, like I said, for my birthday, but I know they came from, basically, there's a card shop slash miniature shop that was dying in the area, and honestly, a lot of them die when they're in main malls. Main malls don't really like them. They kind of think they're sub-power for some reason. Even though they're technically, I guess you could call them toy stores, but they don't like them. And, so they ended up dying in the mall, and they sold a bunch of things. Like, they had a table of clearance. And, you know, they sold a bunch of things super cheap. And then Boko was saying one of the guys at a new card shop that was in our area was one of the guys that used to be at the old card shop. So he thinks that he was like the owner instead of like one of the workers. Because originally that card shop just started with like the owners, of course, when it started out. So maybe it was, you know, maybe he got a new business partner, maybe a business partner pulled out. I don't know. It's kind of, you know, personal stuff, so I wouldn't ask someone that. If you want to be rude and ask someone, go ahead, be my guest. But you know what? I'm never going to ask someone a question like that. If it comes up in conversation, I will be eagerly awaiting an answer and love to hear it. But, you know, I don't think, because I don't live near the new card shop anymore that had that, and I think one of the parts got sold to another dude, and I don't know. You know, the card shops don't actually make that much money. I know it looks like they do, but gaming, like board games, they don't make terribly that much money. I'm sure Magic the Gathering does, or Wizards of the Coasts, but, like, you know, companies don't make that much, and, you know, the card stores, they don't make that much, because each individual thing has to be, like, paid for in China. It's not like, you know, they're running the same thing for years, and because they're constantly changing that, of course, that affects the price and all that. It's the same with board games, right? Card games probably make a lot more money than board games, but one of our friends, he makes board games, and he was telling us how, like, you know, they don't terribly make much, just because it's production cost for board games costs so much. And here are the tokens. What on earth is that? Well, anyways, that's a thing that's in here. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching the box opening of HECATOMB. That was definitely more than 40 cards. But anyways, the 40 card starter. Please like and subscribe, and I will be doing another box opening, another full box opening. I want to show you all these, what comes in all these different sets and different things like that. Anyways, please like and subscribe, smash that bell. Bye!